black woman's womb runs deep. It has been sliced, salted, and cut open over again. Some people may wonder, why are some black women so angry? Why do they have so much attitude? Well, let's go back and travel across the Atlantic, where white ships carried black bodies, African bodies that were captured, chained, and held captive, where women were ostracized, degraded, and raped every night. Imagine wondering if tonight would be the night the captain picked you. Sheets placed over soft, curved, smooth, precious black bodies, so that his white skin wasn't tainted by hers, with only one hole in the center to penetrate and instill fear and hate into her womb. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. The sound of fear, tears, screams, fingertips painted with blood, hands pressed against quilts, leaving prints, leaving traces of evidence that proves my ancestors were raped of their jewels of dignity and pride, transformed into blood and shame, transferred onto fingertips, onto hands that touch newborn babies, feeding their bodies with instilled fear, anger, and sorrow, nurturing them with hands that were taught that they were not beautiful but undesirable and unworthy. Internalized oppression sinks in. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. The sound, I wonder what sound John Newton was hearing, a white slave captain who wrote the song. Was he hearing the sound of the gospel he attended during church, the sound of screaming black bodies he raped the night before? And sometimes even I wonder, why are some black women so angry? Why do they have so much attitude? Where does the shield come from? And then I'm reminded of the physical and psychological trauma which has been passed down through generation and generation. And maybe they had been touched one too many times by too many women whose ancestors' fingertips were painted with blood. Blood that came from her own womb as a disguise that she deserved it and did it to herself. How did John Newton begin to see with new eyes, touch with new hands, when what he once observed as property transformed into gold? Black women need to be loved. Now, I'm not saying that they are the only ones, because we all need to be loved. But what does it mean when they are represented by negative images in media and film? Black skin becomes taboo. Black women need to be loved, y'all. Nurtured, cared for. They need to be touched with new hands. Hands that are connected to sisters and brothers who are working towards replenishing, re-nurturing, and relearning how to walk with dignity and pride. Hands that touch with new eyes, eyes that recognize the beauty of soft, curved, smooth, precious black skin before it was taught that it was anything else.